Hey guys, how you doing? This is Bill's Saltwater Heaven. I'm going to do my equipment tour today, what I use on my reef. First of all, we'll go with lighting. I went with, instead of getting 8 Ecotech Radions, I have, well, the G5s. I went with 4 in the back with reef brights. Reef brights, the actinics give you a little bit more of a color pop. In the front, I wanted to go with something less power, but with more shimmer. So I went with the A360Xs, for of them in the center, in the front, and I could keep my LPS in the front and my SPS in the back. It worked good for me because I love the mixed reef. I'm not just a sticks guy. I like everything. So that's it for the front. As far as flow inside the tank, on the left here I use 3 of the Ecotech M60s, and they're about 70%. Toward the middle in the back, which they're behind coral, it's actually coral grown over, I have 2 of the MP40s, 70%. And over on the right side in the back, I keep an MP40 at 70% on the right also. To increase the flow of my tank, I went with some Neros. They're actually a really, really, really good pump. The only bad side is that the caps keep flowing off of it. But I have an Nero 7 in the back, 70%. And on the left side here, on the backflow, I put in Nero 5. Everything's at 70%. As far as the return pumps, I use 2. I have 2 sumps in the back connected together, actually, 2 4-foot sumps. And I use 2 of the Ecotech Vectras, the M2s, and they're about 70% also. Just redundancy in case one fails, one will always work. And everything's on battery backup as far as the return pumps, and a couple of the 60s in the back, just in case the power goes out for a few hours. Alrighty, let's go to the back. Over here is just an extra sump attached to the 130 gallon. I put all my extra corals in there, corals I sell locally, with another Radion G5. And everything has its own heater. I think I have 3 total. I think they're 800 watt heaters. Okay, as far as this here, this brew container, it's like 45 gallons. I keep salt water in it. And I do 10 gallons a day. That's constantly going in and out, and I use the 2 of the Ecotech Versas. So it's constantly pumping 10 gallons, 24 hours a day, and pumping back in fresh salt water from here, just 24 hours a day, 10 gallons a day. All right, over on this side here, I have a little Ecotech Versa there, and I pump extra alkalinity into it. My tank uses a crazy amount of alk, but that's soda ash. Right here is a big calcster. I probably put a half a cup in every 4 days, and the milliliters an hour, I believe I can't even remember, to be honest with you, but I wanted to keep calc just because it helps with phosphates, and I don't have to pump so much of the calcium reactor media effluent into the tank where it has a very low pH and would knock my pH down. Next to that is just a 25 watt UV sterilizer. I just keep it on very low. That's just to help with any I have like 70 fish, so any pathogens or anything, if it helps, it helps. If it doesn't, it doesn't, but I keep it low. Next to that in the back is a algae turf scrubber. I do keep ice cap. And that helps with the nitrates and some of the phosphates. That runs like 12 hours at night. And this is the first sump. I should have given you a thing in the back there. It's kind of hard to do. But anyways, this is the first sump. And this is the second sump. Over here on the right is the dual chamber calcium reactor with the CO2. That runs like 130 milliliters an hour, I believe, or a minute, I'm sorry, 130 mLs a minute. Up here is Poseidon ozone generator. I do run ozone only because of mixed reef. Any coral warfare, it'll help with that. It'll help with pathogens. It'll help with keeping water clear. It's just worked out great for me. I keep it low. Up here on top is the ozone. It's a heater that I don't have to worry about humidity, and the ozone generators will run better because of that. Let's see what I missed here. Apex. I do nothing fancy with it. Right now I monitor it, but this is the A3. It was my first one, and eventually I'll get into using it for everything else that's good for it, but right now it's just for monitoring. Battery backups pretty much here and there and all over, just in case power goes out. Skimmer Octo, I think it's a 3000 INT, I'm pretty sure. Does a really good job. Every day I pretty much change it. It's about half full. It smells like hell, which is good. You want it to smell. And it does a great job, even though it's like 600-700 gallons. And let me see if I missed anything. Down here, AquaPower. Love AquaPower. Just extra aminos. I have it drip all the way to the top, and it goes into the tank. For an hour a day, it drips in probably 100 milliliters right into the tank, so the corals can use it up. That goes down there. I use about a gallon a month. And that should do it. I think we're pretty good. Down there, that's for the calc reactor in case the calc something goes wild. It's a pH controller. It'll just shut it off so nothing gets used in the tank. I like redundancy. That's why I keep 3 different separate ALK systems coming in. That should be it. Any questions? Let me know. I might have missed something, but this is all new to me, so if you liked it, hit like, subscribe, and anything else you want to see, let me know. We'll go to the front of the tank and I'll give a quick tour of the tank. It's probably been a while. Maybe eventually I'll do some videos on how I run it. Everything else right now it's pretty easy. I only spend like 20 minutes a day, either changing filter socks, stuff like that, adding salt to my root bin over there. But otherwise, it's pretty almost self-sufficient. You guys have a good day.